This is a tutorial for Olivia Rodrigo's Making the Bed. It starts with a G chord, which is G, B, D, G, B, D, and a G and a D in your left hand. And then it's a C major seventh, which is C, E, G, B. So it's 3, so I do every other finger. And then a C and a G in my left hand. And then we have a D, D, F sharp, A. And then just the D and the A in your left hand. You could also just play your right hand for this first part if you want to make it subtle. And then I think that's it for the first part. So I'm just hitting the chord one time. You can try it just the right hand. Want it so I got it, did it so it's done. Another thing I ruin, I used to do for fun. Another piece of plastic I could just throw away. Another conversation with nothing good to say. I thought it so I said it, took it cause I can. Another thing I ruin. Another day pretending I'm older than I am. Another perfect moment that doesn't feel like mine. Another thing I'm forced to be a sign. So that's kind of cool. You could do just single chords all the way up to when you go, I thought it so I said it, took it cause I can. Another day pretending I'm older than I am. Another perfect moment that doesn't feel like mine. Another thing that's forced to be a sign. So it was G is I want it so I got it, did it so it's done, and then C major seventh, another thing I ruin, I used to do for fun, and then a D, another piece of plastic I could just throw away, and then C major seventh again. Another conversation with nothing left to say. And then if you want to incorporate the left hand, we're back to G. I thought it so I said it, took it cause I can. Another day pretending, C major seventh, I'm older than I am. D, another perfect moment that doesn't feel like mine. Another thing I forced to be a sign. And then pausing here and going into the chorus is going to be G, and then just C. I didn't want to do the C major seventh here. You're moving back and forth a lot, so I just left it at C, which is C, E, G. And so we're not incorporating the B there, just here. And then D, we already talked about. C. All right, so let's see. And then do the pulsing. So it's both hands, right hand, thumb of your left hand. And it's just the same pattern that I have in most of the videos. So once you get comfortable with this pattern, your fingers know what to do even though you're on a different chord. So again, it's both hands, right hand, thumb. And then you can repeat depending on if you're staying at that chord for a while. So that's the pattern for this one. Well, sometimes I feel like I don't want to be where I am, getting drunk at a club. My fair weather friends push away all the people who know me the best. But it's me who's been making the bed. I'm so tired of being the girl that I am. Good thing has turned into something I dread. I'm playing the victim so well in my head. Okay, so that was well, so that we're on G. Well, sometimes I feel like I don't want to be where I am. C, getting drunk at the club with my fair-weathered friends. D, push away all the people who know me the best. C, but it's me who's been making the bed. Back at G. I'm so tired of being the girl that I am. C. Every good thing has turned into something I dread. D. And I'm playing the victim so well in my, and here's where I incorporate the C major 7th and just stop here. Don't continue with the pulsing, so just pause. But I'm playing the victim so well in my head. And then without any chords, you can go into, but it's me who's been making the bed, and we're gonna repeat that pattern of G, C, D, C. But you're gonna use octaves, so G, so in your left hand, we're gonna do 2 Gs, which may be off the video, but I have 2 Gs in my left hand, but it's me who's been making the bed, me who's been making the bed, pull the sheets over my head, making the bed. Okay, so that is me who's been making the bed, G, me who's been making the bed, C, pull the sheets over my head, making the bed, C. And then we go right back into the G, C major 7th, D, C major 7th, G, that pattern that we did at the beginning. But this time add the pulsing. So every night I wake up with this one recurring dream. I'm driving through the city, the brakes go out on me. I can't stop at the red light, I can't swerve off the road. I read somewhere it's 'cause my life feels so out of control. I tell someone I love them just as a distraction. They tell me that they love me like I'm some tourist attraction. They're changing my machinery and I just let it happen. I've got the things I've wanted, it's just not what I imagined. So you can let that play out, slow it down before you go back into the chorus. So that was every night, G. I'm driving through the city, C major 7th, and the brakes go out on me. I can't stop at the red light, that's D. I read somewhere back at C major 7th. I read somewhere it's 'cause my life feels so out of control. I tell someone, G, I love them just as a distraction. They tell me that they love me. So tell me is C major 7th again, like I'm some tourist attraction. They're changing is D. I just can't let it happen. And then here we pause. I got the things I wanted, it's just not what I imagined. Well, sometimes I feel like I don't wanna be where I am, getting drunk at a club with my fair friends, pushing away all the people who know me the best. But it's me who's been making the bed. I'm so tired of being the girl that I am. Every good thing has changed into something I dread, playing the victim so well in my head. But it's me who's been making the bed, me who's been making the bed, pull the sheets over my head, making the bed. And then we'll do G, C, D, then go ahead and do C major 7th, and then it's E minor, which is E, G, A. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna be where I am, counting all of the good things I think I regret. But it's me who's been making the bed, me who's been making the bed, pull the sheets over my head, making the bed. All right, so it was sometimes E minor. I feel like like I don't want to be where I am. G and then D. E minor. Counting all of the things, C, I regret, G, but it's me, D, who's been making the bed, and then this is E minor, I start doing the pattern again. Me who's been making the bed, C, pull the sheets over my head, G, making the bed. And I just did, it would be like a D chord, but I just did D and here and here. So it was just the D, F sharp, and then a D and an A. All right, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, happy playing.